Let me give credit where it is due. There is one promise Mr. William Ruto made to the people of Kenya, and he has delivered 100%. Congratulations, Mr. President. Mr. Ruto, you promised to permanently retire the late Prime Minister, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, in Bondo and finish ODM. You have succeeded in both. Odinga is permanently retired in Bondo and ODM is no more. There are many prominent deaths that have occurred in Kenya and they have not been resolved. Kenyans want to know what happened to Raila Odinga. Why were the medical doctors of the late Prime Minister denied access to him at the last hours? Why did he have doctors from Nairobi West Hospital, a hospital closely associated with William Ruto, than his own doctors? Why were the instructions of Raila's doctor ignored that Raila shouldn't travel? Raila Odinga was a respecter of Luo traditions and custom. How could a person, known respecter of Luo traditions and customs, indicate that he should be buried in 72 hours against all known Luo traditions and customs? Was William Ruto anywhere an executor of Raila Odinga's will? Why was there no postmortem done on the body of Raila Odinga? Why was he forced to go to India through a private jet? Why did the president force Raila Odinga to go to India? Why was his party ODM taken over before his body arrived in the country, despite the known African customs that you don't inherit a man or a woman for that matter before they are buried? Who are these doctors who accompanied Raila Odinga against the wishes of his personal doctor, Professor David Oluoch-Oluonya? These are hard questions that Kenyans want to know. On the death of Honorable Johano, the late MP for Emurua Dikil, for the first time, Kenyans must know what happened. I have intelligence information as follows. On the fateful day after Ngeno was dropped at Edebes, the helicopter went to fuel in Eldoret. The pilot didn't know the fuel he was about to put in had been transported to the scene from Lodwar. High alert Kenya revenue officials noticed an unusual car that had carried the jet fuel. It was arrested and the driver questioned. The driver refuted to them that he transported the fuel from Lodwar. Immediately, this KRA official and the police Eldoret airstream were instructed from Nairobi to release the driver if they cared about their lives. Is it this fuel that caused the chopper not to pick up in high altitude? Is that why the pilot first came down and tried again to pick up? These are fundamental questions. What did Kipchumba Murkomen know about the people who called this KRA officer and the police at Eldoret airstream officials? Can KEA produce the CCTV footage at the facility on this fateful date? We are still waiting for a report on what killed Johan. We must not forget about our gallant General Francis Ogola, the decorated top gun who had a stellar 40-year career in the military and perished in 2024 in an air crash. Unfortunately, to date, Mr. William Ruto, the Commander-in-Chief, has failed to release the aircraft accident investigation report to the country. Kenyans are demanding for answers. General Ogola was not an ordinary citizen. He died in active duty and service to the nation. Mr. William Ruto, what do you know about General Francis Ogola's death? Are you willing to tell the country why you allowed General Francis Ogola to fly in a Bell Hue helicopter with a questionable mechanical status? The DPP must use his powers and establish an inquest on these unresolved murders over the last 4 years. The people of Kenya have told me to demand on their behalf.
As usual, Kenyans will always react on what's happening. Then Gachagua has given a speech that has left this country divided, and Kenyans did not just leave it that way because they have to give their views and opinions on the same. So a man and a half, someone says Kichwa Maji, someone says, how will it help you, Garcia? Other person says, not accusations, just right questions. Another person says that we don't want unnecessary emotions. Raila Odinga died and his supporters accepted it. That's what that guy's trying to say. What I know is Gachagua atakuwa 10 steps ahead of Itumi in 2027. That is why he has a PhD in political science, which people of Kenya asked you to do whatever you've done in His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua. A star clock is correct twice. A madman who is willing to remain mad forever. This question is good for him to allow Rigathi Gachagua to enter Nyanza South Rift to campaign sharp man. So to him, Gachagua is trying to prepare his way to the Rift Valley and to Nyanza. In a year's time, inshallah, on your TV screen one day like today, you'll be reading President Ruto takes an early lead. Every time I see you, pressure, my heart beats tu yani tuku tuku to tam. Godfrey Odinga, Rigathi, the Jaramogi Odinga. Family spokesman is asking, questioning Raila's Odinga's death. Madness is real now. How can Ruto transport poor weather to Nandi? Oh, those are Kenyans' comments on this matter, and yeah, this one will leave the country divided. Not like it's not a question that we are asking ourselves whether it will or not. It will, and I don't know if Rigathi Gachagua would have kept this, because this is not maybe an appropriate time to ask all these questions. But he has asked the questions, and it's now in the in the public domain that Kenya should think about it. I don't know.